Hey guys, cheers. You know, it has been, I think, months since I've done one of these. I mean, things have been crazy. And not just with COVID-19. But I'll tell you, living with PTSD and the social isolation, it's dangerous. I almost killed myself this morning. And the only reason why I didn't is I'm not going to have to now. For those of you who follow me on Twitter and other social media, I've been in and out of the hospital. My blood pressure won't come down. The diastolic heart failure is acting crazy. My blood sugar is higher than what it usually is. And it's distress. When you have severe childhood PTSD, the kind where you have night terrors, the kind where every day of your life, your first thoughts in the morning are of killing yourself. Isolation makes it worse. You know, even my other YouTube channel, Blind Vegan, where I'm teaching people how to cook vegan. I had a great start, but then all of a sudden I can't get groceries. Places like Instacart and Amazon Fresh, they're not delivering anymore. Because there's so many people using the service. You know, I ordered from Instacart a couple weeks ago, and the soonest delivery date they gave me was 6 days. And when the 6 days came along, everything I needed was out of stock. So getting groceries have been a nightmare. And I'll tell you, it just seems like now that it's getting a little bit easier. You know, I can actually get groceries delivered within 2 hours. But doctors finally found out why my blood sugar and my blood pressure is all over the place. My kidneys are failing. Normally at this point, I would be at the hospital getting a central line put in and getting set up at home for dialysis. But I'm not going to do it. And this really is something I've thought about for some time. I mean, I can barely function as it is with my heart screwed up. How in the hell do they expect me to survive dialysis? Plus, I'm just tired. You know, that's a lot of work, that's a lot of effort. I don't have it in me. I've had bad numbers before with my kidneys. And after a few days, they seem to creep back up just a little bit. Just enough to where I'm not going to die. The only problem is each time it happens, the damage is worse. So now, I'm not sure what to do. Even if my numbers bounce back. You know, I have no clue what to do at this point. Am I better off just ending my life now? And I tell you, before people say, no, there's so much to live for, keep fighting, try living in my shoes. Try living in the dark. Even sleep is impossible. I don't know. Cheers. I just did another harvest. This one was Grandma's batch. And a friend is sending me a variety of seeds. So I'm setting up my tent so that literally every 2 months I'm harvesting. And I'll tell you, I need it. I may not be able to afford food right now, but I've got enough weed to last the next 10 years. It's been so bad, there's days I'm smoking an ounce in a day just to try and cope. I don't know, people. To be honest with you, I just keep thinking maybe I should just delete this channel, delete my YouTube channel, delete Twitter, just get rid of all of it, and just get ready to die. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna stop before I lose my composure. You know, I would give up everything just for a hug right now. I know how silly that may sound. I know how stupid. The chronic pain support group I run, we're using Zoom since we can't get into the hospital. It's helping, but it's just not the same. I'm gonna try and do a growing video soon. You know, talk more about how somebody who's completely blind can possibly be growing weed. And, you know, it's crazy how many people say it's impossible, and come to find out they're just jealous that somebody with no eyesight can do in a week. And I lost my train of thought. You know, these idiots, they get on there, they judge you, they say it's impossible. They act like people like me are helpless or that we're stupid. Yet I guarantee you not one of them can do in 1 month what I do in 1 day. You know, when this whole thing started, I made a comment that it's not going to end well. And I really know that it's not. I think this is out. I am sorry that it's taken this long to put anything else up. I'll add a link down below to my vegan cooking. You know, it's not getting high or cooking with anything. I'm keeping it PG. Trying to show people that if somebody completely blind can cook and create food that is just amazing, that there's no such thing as somebody who can't cook. Now, before this goes on rambling for too long, I'm gonna stop now. And I guess I'll try and survive tomorrow. You know, I really don't want to. I have never been so spiritually exhausted. Cheers. You know, people wonder why I'm refusing dialysis. I mean, if it's my time to go, it's my time. But I can't do this anymore. You know what my hardest decision was today? I'm hurting so bad. I had to decide whether or not to just start chewing on a bunch of fentanyl patches. How am I supposed to live like this? Everyone tells me, oh, hold on, tomorrow will be better. But you know, for a lot of us, it's not going to be better. I can't do this anymore. I can't even get my braces on my legs, which means I can't walk right now. So tell me again how in the fuck things are gonna get better. You know, I got a bunch of these hemp cones or wraps. They make me cough. I really don't like them. I actually prefer the ones made from tobacco. I should be sleeping. That's not going to happen. I can't function like this. It's like, what the fuck am I even doing? None of this is worth it. And when I do sleep, it's nothing but nightmares. And social isolation is only making it worse. So what do I do? No one should have to live like this. It's bad enough that my body has never stopped hurting. Not in the past 20-something years. Living with PTSD because you were put in the sex trade when you were very young, it's bad enough. But add that to chronic pain. What did I do wrong? All I hear over and over again in my head was how it was my fault. How it's all I was worth. When your own mom tells you you're worthless, when your own mom determines that all you're worth is being traded for money, you start to believe it. And I know a lifetime of diabetes, nerve damage, but it's hard not to wonder what I did wrong. That maybe that's all I ever was worth. Being passed around like a thing. Having my innocence ripped away and my soul destroyed. Maybe this is all I'm worth. Maybe this is what I deserve. To be tortured. To have my soul ripped apart. Whatever I did wrong to deserve what was done to me when I was little, the universe is looking for payment. The only problem, that payment is with my life. So I guess it's time to pay the toll. To pay for whatever I did wrong. I guess once a worthless little whore. That's all you ever are. So, do I try and get some sleep? Or do I figure out a way to finally find peace? And we all know I will not rest. I will not be allowed to rest until I'm dead.